Yo! Hello there guys, Bilbo10000 here bringing you another Mag Mammal 2 video, and right as we logged back in... You again? I've been waiting for you. There was just something I wanted to get off my chest again, you see. The world is quite vast, is it not? Especially with these simulations now being a thing. The dimensions spread out everywhere. The total power is astonishing. With you experiencing the simulations, the world of fact and fiction seems to be blending, is it not? And yet, no one has stopped to think about how these simulations could be used to destroy everything. You're sounding a bit melodramatic. And either way, if you're so concerned, why haven't you told the festival heads? I've tried. They have decided to laugh me off. I'm thinking about it too much. But Wily could do something with it. Something terrible. Is Wily even smart enough to take advantage of that? You know, considering he's never won? Do not underestimate the power of a desperate man. Danger may be coming soon, so I may have to take matters into, my own hands. We'll see. Either way, I must be heading out now. I apologize for the interruption of your activities. Well, that was weird. So that guy came back up again and he was like, well, you know, words. And while we're here, we may as well change costumes because we now have enough to afford Beck. So let's go and play some Beck. People seem to laugh at this costume. I don't really know why. Yeah. It's actually a really nice pixel sprite of Beck, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so Tier 4 station, we've got 3 more energy elements to collect, which is 2 stages and 1 boss. And we got a few more nickels to find as well. So let's head to the next stages, and hopefully we'll be able to wrap up Tier 4 today, because usually I like to do the boss in the same episode as at least the last level of the stage. So we did this level last time. Hey Toadman. I saw 2 red robots down here earlier today. I think they were arguing about something. Okay. 51st, Trainman 2177WS. Enhanced mobility, score 25.8, 29, 21, 28, 31, 20. Alright, let's go. Is that? Oh, what's his name? Oh, it's this stage. I've played this one before. This one's fun. I like this stage. This is a good stage. Okay, this is good. This is a fun one. Just, there's 2 energy elements to collect. I didn't look at it, the thing, but yeah, there are 2 energy elements that we need to collect. And one of them is really close to the start, so we're just gonna go and grab that one right now. I think it's this way? It's not this way, but it's across here, and then you kind of go up, I believe? And then it's up and to the left. So this stage uses this gimmick where it uses the Gravity Man bounces, but in this kind of weird sort of way. And it's kind of cool. So there's an energy element there, but if we head down here, there's a Noble Nickel, which, you know, is slightly more valuable to me than an energy element. There's also E-Tanks and M-Tanks for us to collect as well. Good place to restock on E-Tanks and M-Tanks. So, that's the first route. Now we get to actually play the level. Great. 2 more Noble Nickels to find as well. Let's go. Alright, now we actually have to go to the end of the level, so I'll take it a bit more seriously now. Let's go. First things first, I'm gonna head back up this way again, simply because I want those screws. The bolts, you know, there's no point in saying no to a couple of bolts if the offer is there. Head over this way, and this way, instead of going up, we want to go to the right. And just go past this oh wait, no, we can't go past the Fan Fiend. Okay. Do we have to go to the right then, if I recall? I believe we have to go to the right. Yes, that's how we keep moving. And now we get to do the rest of the stage. Good times. I really like this gimmick of using the Gravity Man teleporters like this. It's just really interesting. Also, yes, that is a sled up there, so I think we'll actually do it as the section was intended, using the sled. Because, why not? I mean, we died instantly, but why not? It's fun, right? Okay, we respawn in the screen just before the sled, which I guess is kind and fair. Let's go. Careful. And it was over before it even began. Wow. If you're gonna add a sled section into your stage, you really want to make sure that it doesn't end 5 seconds into the sled, because we didn't really get much gameplay out of that sled section. It just felt sort of there, and that's never something you want your stage to feel like. If your stage just feels like it's there, then the player isn't going to feel that interested in actually playing the stage. Also, these screens at the moment have kind of become enemy spam, but, you know, I'm not too bothered by that. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh no! I'm gonna go down this way. It feels like this is where a noble nickel would be, if there was one. Ooh! I'm trying to be careful here, but this is not the most comfortable position. There we go. No. And we're at the bottom. No noble nickels there, though. At least none that I saw. I'm hoping I haven't missed any, because I don't remember where they are in this stage. So that's a problem. Also, chickens! Oh, and the chicken's hitbox knocked me down. What came first, the chicken or the egg? According to the most recent Splatoon 2 Splatfest, it was actually, surprise, the chicken that came before the egg. But my question is, what if the egg that hatched the chicken didn't come from a chicken, but it came from a different dinosaur, or a different creature altogether? Yeah, I'm getting existential up in this business. Also, I really think I've missed a noble nickel somewhere. I'm like 90%... Oh wait, no I haven't. No, I haven't. I remember, the last noble nickel is actually at the end of this. Oh no. That segment, never fun. Somehow I managed to ace that, but the problem is if you get hit by an enemy with the hitbox, you sort of just kind of crash and die, and it's sad. Because if you get hit, you can't jump, and that's a serious problem in a course where you're kind of told you have to jump. Oh, I should have gone for the left side. The right side, even. I don't know my directions. But this is the final stretch of the stage, thank goodness. But I really do like this gimmick. I think it's actually really interesting how it works. Okay. There we go. There's the final noble nickel we need to collect. Gotta say though, that bit does make me extremely nervous. Ah. But there's the noble nickel, and if we make our way back up these lovely teleporters that are kindly placed in this lovely line so that we can get back up, we'll get to the final energy element, which I believe we did see very briefly. There it is. There we go. One of the few stages that doesn't actually end in a traditional boss door boss room. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's see, what did you guys have to say, Mr. Judges, or the judges? Snare and Pyro, 29 out of 50. This level starts off amazing and ends amazing, but the middle of it is just kind of bleh. I really love your unorthodox usage of the Galaxy Man portals. The ending shaft is really fun and creative, and I love it. I wish the whole level was built around it though, because the rest of the level is less than great. There's long stretches of level which just seem to be every enemy ever placed down everywhere, and they'll just hit you over and over and kill you, and it's just not fun. The sled sections are also pretty dumb, because not only do they lack any sign commands, they're also incredibly short, and the second one will mainly just consist of you getting hit by the enemy spam over and over. Also, that second exit is entirely pointless. The level really gets brought up, though, by the amazing final section. It's just so good. I just wish the whole level was built around it, though, because when the level loses focus, it just kind of falls apart. Droopy Hornet, 21 out of 50. This level was a bit of a disaster, both in terms of design and aesthetics. It really felt like blocks and enemies were just placed wherever and then left there. The sled sections were completely skippable, and it was honestly easier to fly over them and shoot enemies with Rush Jet than to actually use the sled, because those sections were very hard to memorize, without dying several times due to the many enemies. I don't think that part was tested enough. The part at the end with all the galaxy portals was cool, but it was sometimes unfair because you couldn't see what was above you. Angel, 28 out of 50. This level exists in a weird state between interesting teleporter setups and enemy spam, the latter of which also bleeds in the second of this level's snowboarding segments. I really enjoyed the Spike Fall and Spike Rise segments, but the rest of the level strikes me as something that could have been much more if it adhered more closely to the teleporter boost gimmick. There's a lot of undiscovered potential here, but the problem is exactly that, it's undiscovered. In this level, I also got killed by a random screen border that one time. I assume there were spikes on the other end. Didn't happen to me, but I assume that's something that was fixed in judging? Hagariri, 31 out of 50. This level's alright, but it suffers quite a bit from bad enemy placement, especially when so many of them are shooting lots of projectiles that are hard to avoid. The sled sections don't even require the usage of the sled, and if you use it, it becomes ridiculously difficult and short. I like the teleporter gimmick, but it drags on for way too long. Overall, it's not a bad level, but it could be better. Ace Spark, 20 out of 50. Oh dearie me. Playtesting is a good thing, as about half of the gimmicks in this stage are utterly pointless. You can skip using most of them. This includes the Frostman sled, both of them. Without weapons or utilities, I actually completed the 2 areas that use jet sleds without the jet sled. I'm sorry, but that is hilarious. I went back to play both segments with the jet sled afterwards, and they're not exactly improved by the gimmick, especially with the enemy spam at the second one. The stage wants to do 2 paths, which is weird because one of the paths is incredibly short, so short in fact it doesn't really warrant existing, like it feels short enough to only have a noble nickel in it. The other has some thought put behind it and is a decent length at least. Enemy selection is spotty. There are many instances of only a single enemy of a type showing up in the stage. It really doesn't help the level any, mostly because many of them are often badly placed. The tile set appears to be random blocks placed all over the place. At no point does this level seem coherent. I'll give you praise where you deserve it though. Your checkpoint placement was great, and the final room on the long path, while silly, was a very clever way of using the Galaxy Man teleporters. The spike drop earlier in the level was also handled well. Everything else was a bit lackluster in most cases, and rubbish in others, and the fact that so much of the level can be played by outright ignoring segments is ridiculous. It was an interesting level, it had really nice music, it had a nice aesthetic, and I liked the Galaxy Man teleporter gimmick, but I feel like it just didn't focus on that for the entire level. Like, there were 2 screens where you were going left and you were just shooting and killing enemies, which, while it was consistent in there were 2 different types of those screens, it didn't really work, and I think maybe having some Galaxy Man teleporters in that area so you could get to the top levels without having to risk any crazy jumps would have been interesting. Now I'm going to take a little sip of my tea and then I'm going to go talk to Punk. And by a little sip of my tea, I mean I just down the whole lot. Anyway, Punk. Hey, do you know how to get to the One Direction concert from here? Oh my god, yes! Harry Styles! No. Oh, wait. Oh, this is actually the boss. Tier 4 boss. Oh, right, because this guy had 2 energy elements. Ah, okay. Alright, well, it's time to face the boss. I didn't even realize, goddamn. Alright, what boss are we facing? Hello. Scorchman from Zookman Z. I told you, my weapon system is way better than yours. How could you possibly think... Scorchman from Sun... Oh, I see. So both of the fan games these guys came from had Scorchmans in them. Ah, great, Beck is here. Ugh, good going. See, if you would have just seen how obviously superior I am earlier, we wouldn't have wasted time and had Beck catch us. That's a good one. You know, I don't even see how this is even debatable. My treads make me so much more agile than you. Scorchman from Zookman Z. Agile, more like jittery and uncontrollable. Says the one from a bootleg. Says the one from Mega Man Sunrise! Should I just go, or... Fine, let's settle this. The one to land the finishing blow on Beck is the superior robot. Fine, sounds good. Fine. Fine! Oh god. I've got to fight 2 of them at once? Are you kidding me? Ah! Okay. I like that right now it's sort of, you know, it's all about the timing, and I like that it's about the timing, because it's not too terrible. I love the music as well. Gotta say, the boss fight music for this is really good. Like, I'm jamming to this music. No! Scorchman from Sunrise. We're going to have to work together like we were told to in order to win. What? Ugh, fine, I'll do it. What? Fusion? No! Oh my god. They're literally just stuck together by friggin' rope. That's great. That's amazing. That's hilarious. I love that. Oh no! Ah! They're gonna come and get me! I can't lose to these guys. I can't lose to these guys, even though this is an amazing fight. I'm loving this. This is actually really fun. Oh man. This is entertainment. This is entertainment. This is high-class entertainment right here. But it's the end of the road. Sorry both of you Scorchmen, but, well, I beat ya. First try. Ah, yeah. Alright, so with that, we've completed Tier 4. How many Noble Nickels do we have? 42. Is that enough to get the next Nightman upgrade? I can't remember. I am gonna check, mainly because, one, checking Nightman's place is always good because the bosses seem to end up there. Ombudsman's there, Milk was there. Who was the boss of Tier 3 again? Doorman, was he there? I didn't check, actually. I think I should go and check. Let's go see if Doorman was there. Hey, Mega Man. Yawn, it's nice to take a break. Oh, why couldn't you have a custom dialogue for Beck? That would have been amazing. Hey, Saturn. There's Nightman's famous pub. Too bad my ring is against their dress code. I can't leave it out here. This thing is worth a ton. Oh, Yo-Yo Man's there as well. Oh, yep, there you are. Scorchman from Sunrise. I don't know where the other, me went. Probably off sulking somewhere because we lost. That guy can never admit his failures. Oh, God. I guess we'll catch up with him later. Hey, Shade Man. Do I have enough Noble Nickels? Ah, I can feel that you have at least 35 nickels. For being such a generous patron, I'll allow you access to my secret beer. Be cautious, however. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Hey, Doorman. Yeah, I have talked to you because I remember the Gordon Ramsay thing. Anyone else down here? Nitro Man? Nightman is so mean. He threatened to ban me from this pub if I rode around on my wheels again. So what if I broke a few dozen bottles? I mean, you are literally made of wheels. I've talked with you. Yeah, I've definitely talked with you. I've talked with you. Have I? Yep, you can never escape for you because you're a public domain character, and I've definitely talked to you, Hyperstorm H. Alright, well. With that, that is Tier 4 complete, and that means that in the next episode, we're going to be starting Tier 5. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So, if you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my previous videos in the bottom left, or you can check out my Minecraft game show in the bottom right, or if you want to help out the channel and make sure that we can keep making these content and there's these series every day, make sure to check out my Patreon and see if you want to support me. Anyway, next time we'll be taking on Tier 5, which has 10 energy elements and 16 Noble Nickels. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.